Good day everyone, this is Apothecary of War, and I just wanted to make this video because I believe that the Blood Ravens are descendants of the Luna Wolves. So in today's video I'm going to give you multiple reasons why I think so, and if you think otherwise, please leave a comment. And if you like this video, please leave a like, and I'll think about creating more, but it depends on what you guys think. So the first exhibit I would like to show is, for one, the Morningville. Now, a lot of people think, oh, well, what's the Morningville got to do with the Blood Ravens? Well, Apothecary is going to tell you what he thinks. First of all, when the Blood Ravens are selecting for leadership in their chapter, they usually go with the Secret Masters. I guess that's the code word for these lads. And similar to the Morningville, they're in charge of the chapter's decision making, and they also assist the chapter master / captains on what they want to do and where the chapter's gonna go. It's not actually the chapter master. Another similarity between the two is basically half of the Legion for the Luna Wolves fall into Chaos, and if you guys played Chaos Rising, we've had a similar incident with the Blood Ravens, like father like son. Exhibit C. Now, as you guys know, the Blood Ravens are known for their studious research, and if you guys can recall, Gabriel was also very interested in research. He would also look at the history of the Imperium before the Great Crusade, and was very friendly with human forces, similar to Gabriel. Alright, so as you know, Garviel and Gabriel, their first names are so similar, so I think from this point onward, I will just call Garviel either Gravy or Logan, and I will call Gabriel just Angelos. Now, as you guys are pretty well aware, because I hope you guys come into this video already knowing about the Luna Wolves and the Blood Ravens, but another thing that comes up during the Horus Heresy is Logan just keeps picking up weapon after weapon and adding to his Penelope of War, and during this time period he has like a power sword, he has his own personal chain sword, and over time his war gear just keeps adding up. There's an Ultramarines librarian named Rubio, I believe, and he actually gives them a power sword. So as you can see, that's why they're great collectors of war gear, because he started it. Alright, I think we're on Exhibit E, but we're going to be talking about where the Blood Ravens recruiting world is, as well as tell you about what's on the galactic map and where everything's located at. For some reason, it seems like the Black Legion's been following the Blood Ravens around for a long time, and it's kind of funny because the Blood Ravens seem to be located in the northeast part of the Ultima Segmentum, which is in the eastern part of the galaxy, and it's kind of weird how the Black Legion are near the, I want to call it the Eye of the Warp, but I can't remember the name. The Eye of Terror. So the Eye of Terror is on the opposite end of the galaxy, so I'm not sure why they always end up like bumping heads, because like they're on the complete opposite. And for those who know about the devastation of Baal, one of the main Tyranid high fleets was Leviathan. So because they also feature in Dawn of War 2, we can guess that it's up in the northeast part of the galaxy. Alright, next up, Exhibit F. So earlier we talked about how Logan was basically in the pre-Inquisition, and essentially he was actually selected to be part of the Grey Knights. And as we all know, the Grey Knights are an anti-chaos force, and they usually are all psychic marines. Actually, I think they all are. And one of the abilities that the Blood Ravens inherited is they're all mostly latent psychers, which means they develop it at a later date. And what's interesting is that all the pre-Grey Knights that were selected to basically become the Grand Masters of the Order, some of them weren't even psychers at all. And if we use an example right here, you can see that he actually developed it at a later date. And if we could assume that Logan was selected to be a Grey Knight, he was probably a latent psyker as well. Okay, so even though Logan was selected to be a Grey Knight, he didn't make it. and the leader of it was actually a former Thousand Son. And if you guys didn't know, most Thousand Sons have a genetic curse where they, for some reason, can't live a full life. They start getting mutations and start getting it rampantly. And one of the things that people keep assuming is that the Blood Ravens are the sons of Magnus. And when people say that, I'm like, well, for one, they don't have that warp curse, so what could that mean? Well, I think the reason why the reasons why the Blood Ravens actually adapted the Blood Raven moniker is because I think after the Horus heresy, like right now, we don't know the ending, but I'm pretty sure that either Loken either had a talk with Janus, and when they talked about the future of the Imperium, Janus probably made a promise to Loken that he would support him. Alright, so the founding. So how did the Blood Ravens get found, and how was Loken and Janus tied with it all? Well, for one, after the Siege of Terra, basically I think a lot of the traitor loyalists, so people that supported the Emperor over their own chaos influenced Primarch, they basically all agreed to maybe start their own chapters or to hide their identity. And because of the Blood Raven's close association with the Grey Knights, I think Loken agreed that he would honor the Thousand Sons, because technically they didn't really become traitors right away. It was after the Space Wolves attacked them. And so when you play the games, you always see the Grey Knights tagging along. And I think one of the reasons is because of that cooperation and partnership. And essentially, what Janus said is like, hey bro, I got you. Alrighty, Exhibit G. So, for the Blood Ravens, they always talk about how they don't have a Primarch. It's unknown. And there's probably a good reason for that. I mean, we already discussed it. But anyway, one of the things we're going to talk about is they look at the person they call the Great Father. I believe this was Gabriel Loken, and he definitely, I think he changed his name to Azariah Vidya. And the reason for this is because he had to get a new identity. After the battle, pretty much everybody knew who he was, and he basically didn't want too many targets on his back. So basically he started fresh, and he basically kept the old tactics of his old legion, which was spearhead, decapitation strikes, going after the leadership, going through the fog of war to locate his enemies, and also developing tips and tactics so you don't suffer too many casualties. Right, so the Blood Ravens don't really know when they were founded, but it had to be early. And the reason why I say that is in Dawn of War 3, we don't speak about that game, Gabriel Angelus actually has Tartarus armor, which was armor made in 30k, and I'm not sure if he looted it, but he definitely has it. So, alright, Exhibit H, Lost Memories. So, interesting enough, the Blood Ravens, they can't recall their Primarch, and they actually venerate all the 9 Loyalist Primarchs instead. So one of the things linking Loken's Loyalist Luna Wolves to the Blood Ravens is the memory loss. So basically, during one of the books, Loken becomes Cerberus, and you'll notice a lot of Greek names and mythology tied in with the Blood Ravens. And it's interesting because they all speak with North American accents.
Blood Raven Squad Corvus reporting in, Captain Titus. We joined the Liberation Fleet at Bakar, along with a squad of Black Templars.
You have Captain Diomedes.
I return to lead our brothers anew. I have donned our finest power armor.
Terminators deployed and ready. Stonebolters ready. Follow me, my brothers.
Tactical Marines deployed and ready. The enemy wishes to fight, brothers! Let us indulge them!
I grow accustomed to this new form.
I am no stranger to the deaths of planets. Cyrene was my home.
Alrighty, so this concludes our topic for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Do you believe that the Blood Ravens are a descendant through Gabriel Loken as loyalist traders of the Luna Wolves? Do you believe that the Blood Ravens will ever be able to find out who their Primarch actually is? Well, there's only one way to find out. Hopefully Games Workshop releases the information. But this is just a hypothesis and a theory. So, just tell me what you guys think in the comments. Alright, so if you think I'm right, leave a like, and If you enjoy this type of content, please let me know, and I'll start adding more lore videos or speculation and theories. So thank you so much for watching, and have a good night.